Good afternoon, MML Blitz. It's Benny Buffon here, and it's almost time. Just over 6 hours, and the draft will be live, where we find out of the 16 franchises who will be going where. We've already had the expansion draft. We've already seen some interesting picks already. Chuck Norris. Oh yes. Good old Chuck Norris. He will be making his debut this season. Can't wait for that guy. Hunter Virus is back as well. Will he go up against his arch nemesis, the MVP, who is still in the free agency? The expansion was pretty good. There's some interesting picks. Now it's time for everybody, all 16 franchises, to pick their team. And as always, round one is always the round everybody just is glued to the screen, aren't they? Because that's where all the big guns usually go. And I was just thinking, what can I do just as a video for now? And I decided, and I spoke to a bit about NTB, about the draft as we do. And I thought, you know what, there is 7 CPP. That's Chaos Player Pact franchises out of 16. So that is almost 50% of the franchises are CPP. So what I've done is I have chosen 11 players, and out of them 11 players, I expect 9 of them to go in the first round. Bit of a bold statement, I know. So I've only got like 2 spare. So I'm going to tell you who I think will go in the first round, or who I think should go in the first round. So let's see what I've gone for. Ooh, there you go. So there's a couple of big guys there. You can see there's a couple of gut runners, storm vermins. As you'll see, there's no dark elves there at all. Before people say, Bernie, did you forget Dark Elves? I did not forget the Dark Elves. I thought the better Dark Elf blitzers, the leaping ones, Agility 5, I think it was Skullface, and obviously the guy I had last season, Fentel, they were the only 2. But Fentel I think would have gone first round. I think he was probably a first round pick. Skullface, maybe a second round pick. But he might have gone. I might have put him in because I think NTB might have gone for him. But they're both off. They both went in the expansion. I don't see anything really in the Dark Elf free agency what warrants a first round pick. There's a few nice Witch Elves in there, but I think if I was still a CPP coach and I really wanted a Witch Elf, I still would probably have tempted to try and pinch that round 2, round 3. The other interesting thing, obviously, about the first round is that NTB has traded picks. He traded picks with White Rose, what was mine, and he also traded picks. Who else did he pick? He got one from Beers, and he got one from Gareth. Has he got 4 then? He may actually have 4. That is crazy if he's got 4 first round picks. Let me just have a look. So I do believe I do have the draft order here. So we've got Nightmares going first, Tramplers second, Tramplers third, Renegades 4th, Rejects 5, Paws 6, Beast 7, Gulf Coast Chaos 8, Warriors 9, Poachers 10, Winners 11, Bellboys 12, Hams 13, Stars 14, Chances 15, Tramplers 16. So what's that? That is still only says 3, doesn't it? Don't see how that's right, to be honest. I'll be honest. I'm confused with that. Because obviously, the Tramplers would have a first round, wouldn't it? Ah, that's what he did he? He swapped him. He traded up for one, didn't he? That's the thing. So yeah, he's got 3 in there. So, anyway. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything right. So this is the 11 I've picked, and I will explain why I picked these 11. Now, like I said, people may disagree. CPP coaches might say, Bernie, what on earth is that guy doing in there? Nah, there's no way I'm going for that guy. And that's fine. I'm obviously trying to get inside of the heads of the 7 coaches who are obviously Chaos Players Pact franchises, and also trying to get in my own head, see what I would think is worthy of a first round pick. Some of these I'm more confident going than others. I'll be honest. There's a few I've just got sneaky suspicion may go first round. So we'll see. Let's start with I never can pronounce this thing. Chishothag Yodada. I spent a lot of money trading up to get this guy last season. He didn't do too bad, but he did level, and I gave him power on to make him a true killer. Now, considering Iron Boulder got an injury last season, he's got -1 movement, although he's still on the FA. Iron Chin's already gone. There's not many. Surprisingly, I thought there's a few more killer Chaos. Maybe franchise have kept hold of them. I'm not sure. So, to me, this guy looks a definite first round pick. Where will he go? Well, I think NTB could be interested in this guy. Certainly, it would fit really well there. We know obviously NTB likes Bash. Is he playing games with us? Well, he may not go as Bash heavy as we think, but I think this guy definitely would be pretty good. I could see Nixid wanting this, but Nixid's pick is way down, and I'll be very surprised if he's still there when he gets to Nix. Serious Jess may be interested in this guy. You know, he's already got a nice strength 5 warrior. This is more of a killer warrior. He picked up a very nice Skaven Blitzer with Pile on Claw Mighty Blow as well. So, you know, will he want another one to go with it? The thing with Yodada, I'll call him Yodada. The Yodada, he'll be around middle central warning. You know, where he'll be able to bring his strength to there. He is an official. He's obviously a proper killer. He did all right for us. You know, for Bears Army. You know, he wasn't bad. I think he'll be a lot better now. I've given piling on. I've obviously gone down the kill route with this guy. And I really do think he's a good pick. I mean, looking at the draft order, I mean, NTB, I mean, I could this... There's 2 NTB picks. One of the picks will go to what I'm almost certain he'll go for. Could this be his second pick of the 2? Because he is picking at 2 and 3 of the Tramplers. He could do. I think this could be NTB, one of his picks. It fits the build, doesn't it? Strength 4, AV 9. Not too slow. And obviously Mighty Blow tackle. He's got preemptive tail, so if he does base up the ball carrier, it's a -1 to dodge away. All them sort of things is pretty good. And obviously if he's got big beefy friends next to him with guard or something, this guy makes this guy a lot more dangerous. NTB gets second, third pick. If he didn't pick him, would V-Power pick him? Now we know V-Power likes his underworld shenanigans and all that sort of stuff. I don't really think, this is where I'll probably get it completely wrong. I don't really remember V-Power having much in the way of Chaos Warriors. Would it fit his style? I don't know if he would, you know. After that, Gulf Coast Chaos. I think they would take him. Obviously either a Chaos brand as well. I think this guy will go really, really early in the draft. I really do. I think he's one of those high premium, rare players what can do everything as a killer. You got blodge people, no problem. I've got tackle, you know, I've got power, no, I've got all the kill skills needed to get it done. And obviously I've got AV9, what helps me in keeping alive, obviously. So yeah, he's probably one of, if I had to pick 2 guys out of this 11 where I said, well, go all eat my hat sort of thing, you know, that sort of saying, he would be one of them. I think he is a premium Chaos Warrior left in the draft, and he will go. Now, Dr. Doom's an interesting one, because it is a bit similar to Dada, but the thing is, this guy is a bit more all-round. He doesn't have the power on, but he still has the Mighty Blow Claw combination. Foul appearance is a bit quirky. We know there's a lot of killy stuff out there. 1 in 6 says you don't hit him. You know, what doesn't sound much, but, you know, the time it actually works could be the time it saves his life. Disturb Presence is a very interesting one because, you know, people forget Disturbing Presence, especially when it's on, like, Warriors and stuff like that, because it's not a skill you would take. So that could catch a few people out, and obviously if he's in the middle and the other team are, you know, trying to get through with these cheeky handoffs, you know, go runner to go runner and stuff like that, that -1 could make a difference, especially if it's raining as well. That becomes a -2. And obviously this guy as well, there is quite a few other things in the CPP what have Disturbing Presence as well, so this guy could, you know, that could be one way um, a franchise could go. You see, this is where I think V Power V would go for this guy instead of Tadada, because obviously with the disturbing presence that would go in well with a lot of the underworld stuff he usually goes with. So this could be, you know, an interesting pick for him as well. Obviously, guard is so important. One thing, obviously, I did warn Bears last season with even though, you know, people say, well, Bears are Bears are 3 claw pieces and they had the 2 1-10ers, but we just got ran over down the middle because we didn't have any guard. So, you know, guard's one of those skills that's very important, but people don't say, like, well, it's not a sexy skill, so, you know what, I'm not really that bothered about it as much. You know, where Mighty Blow Claw is a lot more sexy, so that's why you see people go for that obviously more. I think this guy's a really good all-rounder indeed. You know, he's got AV9, he's got that extra bit of protection with foul appearance. He's got the disturbing presence, what can really mess things up, and he's an enforcer. He's got his block, he's got his mighty blow, he's got his claw, and obviously he's got guard as well, so he can go toe to toe. It would actually make a very nice partner to Tadada. You know, so ATB, if he really was like, you know what, I don't want a 1-10er, that would be a really nice combination. Dr. Doom and Tadada, them two would work well together, I think. And obviously they give you that good strength 4 goodness, what everybody wants. Looking down, obviously Gulf Got Chaos, they could be interested. Millerina's Great Warriors, that I do believe is Beers' team. Obviously he usually goes a bit different with his warriors. He likes his like prehensive tails, his tentacles and all that sort of stuff, doesn't he? He likes the quirky sort of things. So will he go for him? I don't know. It's a hard one. I don't know. I don't think he would. Who does that leave us after that? We've got the Bell Boys. Now that is Serious Jest's team, possibly. It depends how he wants to obviously build his team. Obviously, he's already got a nice Strength 5 warrior already there. Will he add to it? If Tadada's already gone, will this be the sort of guy he'll look for? Not sure. The thing with Dr. Doom is it's an interesting combination of skills, and people might let him. Will people let this guy slip to round 2? I don't. I think. I'd be surprised. I think if anyone picks this guy up in round 2, I think they'll have got themselves a steal. You know, 220k is not bad for a legend player who does it all. You know, and I can definitely see someone like the Bell Boys or the Los Angeles All Stars, or even Tiger Bay Tramplers picking up round with the 16th pick of the draft. Could go for this guy. Really like him. Is he as good as Tadada? Depends what you're looking for. Tadada is obviously the more killer, but Dr. Doom does give you a few nice little tricks as well. So there you go. Right, here's a guy who I really thought would have got an expansion. I really thought Shaky would have gone for this guy, and I think Shaky went for Rampage Trollson, what was 6k cheaper. He was 180k. This guy's 240k. I don't usually put the big guys in the first round because I think with big guys, because they're so unreliable, people think, you know what, we'll take them like in the 3rd, 4th round. And I would agree that usually if I was looking for a big guy, I wouldn't look until about the 3rd, 4th round, definitely. I would agree with that. But sometimes there is that exception. And we saw with a few of the teams last season that they hired, they bought big guys. I think NTB bought 2 of them. Not as developed as this guy, but you know, I think there is a bit of a love affair with big guys now, and obviously with the way the free agency is now, there's a lot of ogres on the market, there's a lot of trolls on the market. You know, there's a lot of really nasty big strength 5, even strength 6 pieces there now, and obviously, you know, you don't really want to get out muscled, do you? That's the problem. And obviously, as always with Blitz, the claw, a mighty blow is prevalent as well. So Han's got a virus, and I'll be honest, if I was still CPP, I would be getting this guy. I would, because he is probably one of the best big guys we've ever seen. He's got the block, what makes him reliable. Stomp Air means you can't push him away. That works really well with tentacles. And claw, obviously, might blow claw combination is great. Foul appearance, again, you 1 in 6 that you can hit him. Always good. Trying to blitz him away. Oh no, I rolled a 1. Do I burn the reroll or I don't do nothing? And then you've got the combination of, oh no, I roll pushes, or I roll the, so I can't push away because it's got stand firm. Oh no, I ain't going to risk that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hand off to the guy behind me. Oh, guess what? Discern presence, -1. This guy is brilliant. I don't like big guys. I really don't, as they never seem to help me. But as big guys go, this guy is really good. 240k. I think this guy is value. I really do. He does it all. He is a pain in the backside in every possible sense. The problem is where is this guy going to go? Because obviously, VPAL V already has, is it Mr. Tickles? So we know he won't go there. Shaky surprised me by taking Rampage Trollson, so he won't be going there either. Serious Jest. Would Serious Jest, is this his sort of piece? I don't know, is it? Could we see him going there? I tell you a smart place for this guy to go would be Nixid's Los Angeles team, because he's already got that strength 6 Mano with Blodge. Could he afford another big guy, 240k? That is the question. You know? I'm just thinking, who else have we got there? Gulf Coast Chaos. Would they even take a punt on him? You know, I didn't really follow much of Gulf Coast Chaos, so my sort of thought process with them, I'm not as sure with. Obviously, the Molina Grey Warriors, they can't take them because they can't take Underworld. They're just full chaos, aren't they? I'm just having a look now. So there's It'll be interesting to see where this guy goes. I definitely think he's a first round pick. He could go down to second round. As big guys go, he's definitely the best Underworld troll out there, I think. I think, you know, Shaky might rue the day if passing up on Hans got a virus. The question is does someone want to pay 240k on a big guy? Because big guys are expensive, but if you compare this guy to a lot of the other big guys who are really, really good, especially the ogres, they're like 280, 290, 300k, and I'd still think this guy's better. Obviously, the only negative really with this guy, he hasn't got guard, what is always quite nice, and he hasn't got pro, because if he goes stupid, he does lose tackle zones. But you know what? This sort of guy can just park there if you wanted to, and not even touch him if you don't want to kill shit. You just park him there and go, right, I'm going to hold you guys up. I've got stand firm, I've got foul appearance, good luck trying to get me off. You know? And if they end up spending a lot of resources on this guy, that's going to help you, and that's going to open gaps everywhere else. Like I say, I know big guys don't usually go in the first round, and maybe he doesn't, but I think if it was me personally, and if I was NTB with 3 picks, I would definitely be looking at this guy, because this guy is going to cause carnage. Definitely going to cause carnage. Right, next one then. Right, this guy will go, and I predict he will go to NTB. I was stunned this guy didn't go in expansion. I was stunned. Now, obviously, people have come. I mean, I spoke to Serious Jest, and he said I took Cheddar Moss over this guy because obviously Cheddar, he has block, so he's a blodger, and a lot of people like their guts to be dual purpose. I get that. Well, this guy basically is what people are saying is, Benny, this guy's good. He's 240k, but basically this guy you're paying 240k for this guy to play 10-8 and 10-16. That's all this guy's going to play. So for 2 10s, it's costing me 240k. So I get that, but on 10-8, 10-16, you give this guy the ball, I would say there's a bloody good chance he's going to end up scoring. His agility 5, 2 heads gives him agility 6, dodging. He's got dodge as well. So if you can find the gap where there's no tackle, he's going through. He's got the catch, so you hand off with a catch. It's a 2+ with a built-in reroll. Sure feet, built-in reroll, 2+ with GFI. He's got the sprint as well. He is a point-and-click merchant. You know? Well, technically, his build is better than any other gutter runner on the free agency for 110ing. You know, and I've quite clearly stated this guy is a 110 merchant. He's not supposed to be a jack of all trades. This is that guy in the free agency who says, you know what, if you're 1-0 down, or you need a guy to win you the game in 1 turn, there is no better player on the market than this guy. Guaranteed. But it will cost you 240k for that privilege. When I was looking at the expansion, Head said MVP, Heart said Han. And I went with Han because, you know, Han's Han, you know. But this guy, whoever gets this guy, hopefully won't regret it. Is amazing. He is. I love him. I think he's great. You know, things can happen on a 110, thrown rock, perfect D, defense blitz, double ones. You know, we've seen it, haven't we? We've all seen it. Even Sweltering Heat can take him off for a drive, or he get, you know. This guy would be a lot better in a team where they've got a bigger roster, like a roster of 14, 15 players. If you've only got 11 players, or maybe 12, then I understand why something like a Cheddar or a Hantavirus would have been a better pick than a more safer pick than this. But what you got to remember, in this free agency, there is a lot of ball sackers out there. You know, like the Chuck Norrises, who can just leap over your front line and go, yeah, I'm going to smack him. You know, there's plenty of gut runners and break tackle, dodge big guys as well. So, you know, don't think because they've got blodge and you think you can screen these gut runners off, they're going to be safe. This is blitz. Nothing is safe. So, you know, I like I said, I'm almost certain this guy will go to NTB and it'll be one of his first 2 picks. So this guy goes at 2 or 3. If he doesn't go at 2 or 3, I'd imagine VPAL will pick him up at 4. If he doesn't go there, then I'm gonna be like, I don't know what I'm gonna be like. Really, seriously, is there only me who likes this guy? I've said to NTB, I can't get this guy because I can't afford him. But if everybody you lot do not get this guy, you are gonna put me in a horrible position because I feel like I'd have to buy him. I don't have the money to buy him. But I'm like, someone's gonna buy him. He's too good not to buy. Now I'll probably say buy, I'll probably die to a rock first game. But I think this guy's a slam dunk. He'll go to NTB, no doubt about it. If NTB decides, you know what, I'm going to surprise you, he'll go to V. He won't go any further than that. If he does go further down, then Serious Jess won't get him because he's already got a 110. He's like me, he's got a 110, he won't take him. Does Nick's like 110ers? I don't know. I do. Gulf Chaos. There's one team what has 2 110ers. I don't know if it's Gulf Chaos or it was somebody else. But I don't know why I'm thinking that far back. This guy's going to NTB. So anyway, next one. Right now, there is a bit of a head scratcher on this one because on the roster sheets I've got, this guy should be a legendary player, but the skills say he's a level 6. So there is a chance that this guy could be getting a level. We don't know what it is. Basil roll it. But even with what he's got, this guy is really, really good. There's 2 or 3 premium scaling blitzers in the draft. Now, one of them went to Serious Jess. He picked up the killer one with Mike Creech Wild something, who had like Might Blow, Claw, Palon, Stamp Firm, Gan, all that. He was a beauty. So he's gone, but this guy is pretty good as well. I mean, he's got his Mighty Blow, Claw, Tackle, so he can be behind, he can hunt anything what gets through. He can go, because of his speed, he can go there, hit, and run back. He's got guard as well, so he can come in and help, you know, with assists and stuff like that, and obviously guard and guard together can try and protect each other. This guy's got a goal, 210k is pretty good value as well for a killer. He doesn't have Mighty Blow. Sorry, he doesn't have Mighty Blow. He doesn't have Pylon, beg your pardon, but he does have everything else. I think this is a really solid pick. Rato seems to be quite popular. There is a few Mighty Blow Claw pieces out there at a lesser price, but none of them are as developed as this. And obviously now with the sort of like the rules sort of change where before you could build franchises, now it's a case of picking 4 and then trying to get good players to go with them. So there's not as much as need to like buy a player who's like level 2, level 3, or level 4, nurture him all the way up and keep him on your team. These days, you're trying to look for ready-made stars or quite close to it, and this guy is. And obviously, if he's got another level up, it's going to be interesting, because if you get another level up, even on a standard role, you could give him Power and all of a sudden Crying Hathorn then becomes a killer. If he gets Power and on or something like Strength, I mean, Strength on this guy would be serious, because obviously Strength 4 on the Blitz, it'd be Strength 5 on the Blitz. You know, even with 1 assist, he could go around trying to hunt big guys. So it'll be interesting to see what he would go with. Stamp Fem's not a bad one. Friends is alright. In fact, Friends would be pretty good as well, because he's got horns, so, you know, that would make him good. I have to have a word with Base first, see what we're going to do with this guy, but I would think he probably will roll it and we'll update and then let everybody know in chat what's happened to him. But again, this is a guy I think will go in the draft. Where he'll go, I'm not sort of sure. I know NTB likes his Stone Vermin Rats. We saw Serious Jest already have one. He might think, you know what, do I need 2? Will Nyx like to go for something like this? I always think Nyx is more of a Chaos sort of coach, where he's probably more likely going for the Warriors and the big guys like the Manos and stuff. I could be completely wrong. But V-Power PV probably would go for something like this as well. It's a nice piece, isn't it? Because he's got the speed, and obviously with horns, it's a really nice blitzing piece. He's got the tackle, so any blodger can go, and he's got guard as well. I really like this piece. Like I said, if he does get another level up, even just on the normal level up, it opens up so much depending on what base wants to give him. You know, like I say, Parallel would make him a killer. Stamp Fem would make him useful as well. If you don't knock him down, he's going to hit you back if you don't dodge away. What was the other one? Frenzy would be real nice on this piece as well. You know, for crowd surfing and trying to, you know, worry your opposition. So yeah, I'm pretty confident this guy should go in the first round as well. Right, Flashbang. There's a few of these out there, and I know Beers is quite fond on one of them. It's not this guy, Gutter Runner. The Viper to me was the best Gutter Runner in the draft for getting the ball loose. I was lucky enough to acquire him for the White Rose, but this guy's pretty good as well. Obviously, he's got the rest, he's got the tackle, he's got the strip ball, and he's got horns as well. So he's blitzing with strength 3, leaping on a 3+. He's got foul appearance, 1 in 6 chance of protecting him from there. Because, like I say, it's a dangerous thing when you go leaping into a cage and stuff like that. Because chances are you're going to get fouled, or people are going to try and knock you down. So that little bit of foul appearance might help him there. He's good. He's good. And again, you know, this is the thing. I'm going to pick Han or Cheddar Moss, for instance. If they're your ball carrier, yeah, they've got blodge, that's fine. But the thing is, this guy's leaping on a 3+, and then is going to 2-die on the likes of Han and Cheddar, unless obviously got guard near them. But this, to me, is a premium ball sacker left to the CPP. There's a couple of other ones, like there's a Beastman who has, I think, wrestle, tackle, long legs, and leap, I think, who was pretty good as well. But obviously hasn't got the speed like this guy's got. This guy is one of those you can sit at the back and then just wait for the opening to strike. And I think these days as well, ball sackers are going to be quite important, because there's going to be a lot of big guys out there, like for instance Chuck Norris, who is strength 5, but he doesn't have show hands. So obviously wrestle, tackle, strip ball. As long as you don't roll skull, you're getting the ball loose. So, you know, and there's a few I think ogres and trolls and various other crazy shenanigans what people might go for who don't have show hands. I think even some dark elves like strength 4, agility 5, they don't have show hands, but they could be used as a ball carrier. So yeah, this guy is pretty neat. Where will he go? I don't know, is my honest opinion. I think someone will pick him up. Will Shake pick him up? He's already got one ball sacker. I think Nyx has got Fentel, the Dark Elf ball sacker. So again, you're looking at maybe an NTB V-Power V-Fit this maybe. Serious Jester doesn't have a ball sacker as well. You might be tempted to take this guy. But I certainly think this guy's definitely good enough to go in the first round. 220 is not bad as well for a premium ball sacker. So yeah, I think he'll do pretty well. Right, talking about killers, here's a killer for you. Jesus. The Sheriff always serves justice. Serious bit of killing power. Block, mighty blow, claw, piling on, jump up, so he jumps up on a 2+, and extra movement. So it's a bit like a Skaven Blitzer where they have that nice bit of movement where they go in, hit, run away if they want to. And if you pile on and you're on the floor and someone tries to give you the boot and they fail to break armor, you can jump up on a 2+ and slap him. Really like this play. 200k is pretty good value as well for a killer. I suppose the only negative with this guy is he doesn't have tackle, but you know, not everybody has bludgeon. If he's around there in the middle, then you know, not many have bludge, do they, in the middle. Like a lot of the other killers, you'd usually see them on the outskirts. This guy's probably a bit more different. He's probably more close to the middle, getting in the action, piling on, stay on the floor, praying he doesn't get booted. He could play as a safety because he has got the movement of 7. Just that he doesn't have a tackle, that'd be the negative. But again, I think this guy is very deadly. I think this is more like a Nyx build, maybe even a Serious Jest build, going back to Serious Jest days when he used to coach Chaos. I think this is a really nice build. And like I said, 200k, that is good value, isn't it? Good value for a killer. And obviously jump up, beautiful, very good. Right, Remy Martin's a bit of a reach, this one. I've noticed in the past these these legendary or close to legendary players do go quite high in the draft for some reason. Maybe it's just people love them. Remy Martin, if I do believe, is a Beers ex-player. I can see Beers picking this guy up in the first round just to make sure he's got him. I know he's a big fan of Preemptive Tail, but he's got his strength 4, he's got guard, obviously he's got hunt, so he's strength 5 on the blitz, he's got tackle as well. It can be put nicely behind, and he can, like, any gutter runner or any strength 3, even strength 4 blodger get through that line, he can knock him down. I just got a feeling this guy will go to Beers. I don't think nobody else will take him first round. I think this is definitely Beers first round. I think Beers is one of those guys who's like, you know what, I'm going to take him because I dare risk anybody picking this guy up in the second, third round. What would be good value for a second, third round pick, especially a third round pick. So I think Beers will take this guy. Really nice. Obviously, we've seen these players who've come from the MML do really, really well. Most of them do well. We saw Tadada last season do really well. Now he's legendary. We obviously see Hantavirus do really well last year as well. And obviously now we've got this guy as well coming in, and I expect him to do well. We've also got Ramjet coming in as well, obviously the Playground and Cowboy player, but he's Nurgle, and there's only one Nurgle coach, so that's the reason why I didn't put him in the first round to pick, because why would you waste a first round pick on a really good player when nobody else can get him? So yeah, I've got a sick feeling Remy might go because Beers loves him. So that's the reason I put him in there. I think he'll go there. Right, here's an interesting one. Dr. Jones, calling Dr. Jones. Yep, that guy. Movement 7, Strength 4, Agility 4, Armor 9, Sure Hands, Bludger. Pretty safe. Not many people are going to be able to get this ball off him unless the red die pow him. You know, this guy is about as safe as you can get for a ball carrier. Movement 7 makes him beautiful. Agility 4 and dodge 2+, jumping away, dodging away from people. Sure hands, you ain't stripping ball in this fella. The only negative with this guy is his 270k. So you've got to think basically like I did. I got Money in the Bank, who was a Bull Centaur, very similar build. And he was 290, so I broke the bank for him. Is someone willing to break the bank for this guy? Because there's going to be a lot of carnage in Blitz. There's going to be a lot of ball sackers flying about. There's going to be people leaping about, break tackling about. You know, I got a feeling Strength 2 and Strength 3 might not cut it this season. So maybe you need something a bit more premium. And, you know, this guy is that, isn't he? movement 7's fast. You know, so basically movement now, you know, with 2 GFRs as well. I'm not 100% sure this will go first round, but I'm thinking someone may just take a gamble on this guy. You know, I might think, you know what, I need a ball carrier. This guy, you know, I had a ball carrier, nowhere near as good as this, but he was agility 4, strength 4 blodger, and he was beautiful, and he was only movement 5. So yeah, I think yeah, I like him a lot. The only cost is someone willing to pay 270k for him. Right, okay, Minotaur. Now then, this guy is a guy I've looked at for the first 2 seasons when I was obviously with York Phoenix. I never ended up getting this guy. Lord Taurus is another guy, another minor who's now in the CPP draft. The difference between Lord Taurus and this guy is Lord Taurus got foul appearance. Now, the reason I picked this guy is, apart from he's slightly cheaper, this guy is only 4 XP away from another level. So basically, if obviously you would think by anything bad happening, this guy's going to get at least 4 XP in the season. So for next season, he will have a new level to roll. I mean, it's not under the realm of possibilities. He might be able to get the 20 XP this season by himself anyway and get a level this season. The reason I like this guy is he's got Ted's, he's got Claw, and he's got Claw, and he's got Block, and obviously he has Mighty Blow, Thick Skull, and everything else. Like I said, I know big guys aren't as popular in the first round, and obviously with Lord Taurus obviously being there as well, this guy might not go there. But I just got a feeling he's such a good mana. And with so many Chaos players coming in, I mean, I remember Serious Jest having a brilliant mana. Was he called Saddam Hussein? I'm sure it was. We did a poem about him, what I said at halftime in a playoff once. So I'm trying to get into people's heads, and Serious Jest might think, you know what, I love my manos. This guy, Minotaur. Oh, I've got to have him. And, you know, he's one of the best manos out there. So yeah, it was just a bit of another one of those picks. You just never know with big guys if people pick them or not. But I had a sneak suspicion Jesty might pick this guy up. And finally, to round the 11, I've gone again for another Storm Vermin. The lovely named Rattlesnake. Movement 9. Horns, Mighty Blow, Tackle, Block Piece. Oh my god, I love this guy. Yes, he does not have Claw, but that isn't his job. His job isn't to go and bust open AV9 pieces. His job is to sit back in the middle, and he's like, right, you can go left, you can go right, I don't care, I'm in range, I don't need to GFI. You're strength 3, that's nice, guess what, I'm strength 4 when I blitz. And if you're strength 4, guess what, I'll one die. I've still got enough in the arsenal to get that ball loose. Things like gut runners and skinks will be scared stiff of this guy. This guy is scary. 220 games, so most of these like level 6, level 7 players are around about this price. I just think he's brilliant. I really do. I mean, like I said, yeah, he hasn't got Claw. I could have made him a level 7 with Claw, possibly, I guess, in hindsight, but, you know, I've got to think of price as well. Not all of us can shell out 250 or what. It would have been 250 for this piece, wouldn't he? I know some people like to got to entice a few people, haven't we, with seasons to come that might think, oh, you know what, he's only 20 off this guy, I'm going to take him this season, try and get him that level, and then just, like, lock him down as one number 4. Again, this guy's great. This guy's beautiful. And the thing is, as well, I say he's good as a safety, but this guy won't be that bad scoring as well. You know? It's not bad, is he? 3+ pickup, see ya, I'm off. He hasn't got sure hands, but he's got speed. You could even 1-10 with this guy. So, you know, he has got that in his locker as well. But yeah, his main job is obviously as an enforcer, as a safety. There's not many better safeties in the game than this guy. And I really do believe that this guy will go first round as well. Who knows? But, you know, that's my guess. So that's my predictions. You know, I'm really confident your dad will go first round. I'm almost certain MVP will go. Picks like Minotaur, Doc Jones, and Remy Martin, I have done a bit of a reach on them, I guess. But, you know, I think people like Crane Hawthorne, MVP, Flashbang, the Sheriff. Hans got a virus. Yeah. I hope he goes, because I think he's a good pick. But anyway, that is just my view on the CPP. I might have got it completely wrong. You know, it's hard to try and think what other people are going to pick. But I think if you pick any of these guys in the first round, you won't go far wrong. Obviously, coaches will have their own sort of mindset and tactics of how they want to play with their franchise. But yeah, if at least, I'd say, I'd be very surprised if at least 6 of these don't go in the first round. And if you get any of these guys in the second or even the third round, you've got yourself a bargain. Anyway, that's me done. Just a little video. My apologies, I went for CPP. The only reason I went for them is they have a lot more coaches than the other unions. But there you go. Thanks again, guys. Good luck in the draft tonight. And we'll see you at 8 PM UK time.